You are now watching the True TCG. Hey, how's it going, guys? True here, back with another video. Hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day. And before we hop into today's video, please consider subscribing. It's completely free and you can always unsubscribe as well. We do uploads as consistently as we can, and we also host awesome giveaways, and I will be giving away a 2011 Tropical Beach online once we reach 1,000 subscribers. So please consider subscribing, and while you're at it, don't forget to drop a like on today's video. It would really help get this video shared with other people. And with all of that being said, let's hop into today's video. So in today's video, we will be taking a look at a classic, the good old Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. This deck has always had a presence in the standard format. It is a very powerful card with the attack Gale Thrust. If this Pokemon moved from this bench to the active spot this turn, this attack does 120 more damage just for 1 energy. So essentially like Golisopod from good old Burning Shadows. It's a very strong attack, and Gmax Rapid Flow is also a very strong attack. For 2 fighting and a colorless, discard all energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. So at face value, this card might not look terribly strong. I will admit that's what I thought when this card was first released, but with the current cards in the standard format, this deck actually can become a powerhouse. And in today's video, we will be comboing Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX with Galarian Moltres V from Chilling Reign. Galarian Moltres V is a great card in combination with Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and in today's video, I will be showing you why. So, a major weakness of Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX in the current standard format meta is that Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX and Dragapult VMAX are both Psychic types, and they have both sprang back up and are currently doing pretty well in the meta. And Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX is very sort of scared of those decks because we are weak to Psychic. So our opponents can easily hit harder than us and KO our Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAXs rather easily. And with Jirachi GX rotated out of the meta, those matchups become significantly worse. So, in order to counter those Psychic Pokemon, something both of those Psychic Pokemon have in common is that they are weak to Dark types. So, Galarian Moltres V is a Dark type, and with its ability Dire Flame Wings, it basically charges itself every turn, so we don't have to manually attach to it. We can focus on manually attaching to the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and we can also sort of attach to Galarian Moltres with Dire Flame Wings, which states once during your turn, you may attach a Dark Energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Unfortunately, we can't use more than 1 Dire Flame Wings ability each turn, but that is perfectly fine. Just the one time itself is already good enough. And its attack Aura Burn for 2 darkness and a colorless. This Pokemon also does 30 damage to itself, and it hits for 190, which is enough to one-hit KO both of those VMAXs. So Galarian Moltres is going to be our answer to Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX and Dragapult VMAX. Now, we can, in theory, still build Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX without the Galarian Moltres package. It's not a necessary thing to have. And you can certainly still beat Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX and Dragapult VMAX without Galarian Moltres, but it certainly becomes a lot harder, and just having Galarian Moltres makes it a lot easier. Now, we are also playing the Inteleon line. We play 2 quick shooting Inteleons just to set up KOs with Gmax Rapid Flow, as well as 2 of the Shady Dealings Inteleons, which allows us to grab 2 trainer cards from our deck and put them into our hand once we put Inteleon in play. And the reason I'm playing 2 Inteleon from Sword and Shield, or Shining Fates I should say, instead of 3 Inteleons and 1 Inteleon, is because we do play a lot of combo pieces in this deck. So I feel like 2 Inteleons is just a really nice thing to have. It gives us a lot more options, and in case maybe we discard 1 Inteleon early on, we have another one to use on later in the game, and having at least one of these in the deck is crucial. So that is why I play 2. As for the other Pokemon, we play 1 Medicham V. This is for the attack Yoga Loop. Sometimes we may just be 2 damage counter short, or even 4 damage counter short, so we can use Inteleon, set up a Yoga Loop, which states put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by that attack, you get another turn. So basically, we use Yoga Loop, and we get another turn, which is a really strong effect, which is why we play it. We play one of Passimian just to boost our GMAX rapid flow damage. We play one Crobat V and I have had some dead hands with this deck, so Crobat V is gonna be that answer to that. It's gonna help us get out of those rough hands. So those are the Pokemon we play. As for the trainers, we play one of Energy Search. This is a really nice card to have. Combos really well with Drizzile. In case we need to guarantee an energy, we just have that out. We play two Energy Switch because if this deck can really capitalize on utilizing it, because we can go for GMAX Rapid Flow over and over. I remember one game against Ice Rider Galarian VMAX where I actually managed to GMAX Rapid Flow 3 turns in a row and KO 2 Ice Rider Galarian VMAXs and win the game that way. So Energy Search, definitely very crucial to this deck. Let's say we go for GMAX Rapid Flow 1 game. The next turn we can use Dire Flame Wings, use Energy Switch, and attach a Rapid Strike Energy to Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX and just use GMAX Rapid Flow again. And with the damage buffs from Passimian and Inteleon, it puts a lot of pressure on our opponents. We play one Escape Rope just to act as a switching out, 3 Evolution Incense, 4 Level Ball, and 4 Quick Ball will be our search options here. I would love to play for Evolution Incense, but something I should mention is that this list is super tight. I would also love to play an additional Rapid Strike Urshifu V, but I haven't found the room for it quite yet. We play 2 Towers of Water, and the reason I'm not only playing one, which is what you usually see in list, is because Path to the Peak is a lot more effective against this deck than normal Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. It shuts down our Dire Flame Wings, which we definitely want to utilize as much as possible. So for that reason, I have added an additional Tower of Waters. I guess if you want to play this in a tournament and you're not expecting that much Path to the Peak, you can cut this down to 1, maybe add a 2nd Escape Rope or a 4th Rapid Strike Urshifu V, but for now I do have 2 Towers of Water. As for our supporter line, we play 1 Boss's Orders. This might seem a little bit loose. You might want to add a 2nd boss, which by all means I wouldn't hate, but we do rely on GMAX Rapid Flow a lot, and with the addition of Energy Search and Galarian Moltres, I just feel like at times we can just use GMAX Rapid Flow and we don't need that much boss, since GMAX Rapid Flow hits the bench and Mew is now rotated, so we don't need that many Boss's Orders in this deck, so we just play the 1. We play 3 Marnie, 4 Professor's Research, that's pretty straightforward, and we do play 1 of Raihan. Raihan allows us to attach an energy card from our discard pile to one of our Pokemon in play, and then we get to search our deck for any card we want. So if one of our Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAXs gets KO'd, we can bring up another Rapid Strike Urshifu V, use that Raihan, attach something like a Dark Energy from the discard pile to it, search our deck for a Rapid Strike Energy maybe, and attach it, and just use GMAX Rapid Flow again. So Raihan allows us, acts as an additional out to reusing GMAX Rapid Flow. So Raihan is definitely just a super nice one of in this deck. We play 1 of Air Balloon, 1 of Telescopic Sight. Something to note is that Telescopic Sight and Passimian, if both of them are in play, do boost the damage of GMAX Rapid Flow to 180, which is a perfect KO on a Crobat V. So Telescopic Sight, definitely a very, very nice card to have in this deck. And as for the energy counts, we play 4 Rapid Strike Energies. That's an obvious must-have. 4 Dark Energies, which I would love to go up to 5, but for now we only have 4. Like I said, this deck is super tight on space. We do play 1 of Fighting Energy because sometimes we just need an out to energy search in case we did whiff the Rapid Strike Energy to go for that Gale Thrust, and having 1 of Fighting Energy that just acts as that out. Another card I would love to throw in this deck would be an Ordinary Rod. Sometimes our early game researches can be a little bit painful, getting rid of some VMAXs and some Drizzles maybe, but for now, again, I haven't found the room at all, and yeah, that's all I have to say for the deck. And with that being said, let's get into some games. Alright, so hopping into our first game here against Nido Peasants. Good luck to him or her. Let's see whether or not we win the coin flip. We would absolutely love to go first with this deck. The reason being, getting a turn 2 GMAX Rapid Flow against Sobble Drizzile decks is really good, but it looks like we'll probably be going second here. As expected, our opponent opts to go first, and the starting hand's not looking that strong, unfortunately. No Level Ball, only a Quick Ball. Hopefully our top deck can get us out of this. something we can do is go for Keep Calling turn 2, or we can just attach to a Bench Rapid Strike Urshifu V. We'll see. We could also go for a Crobat, but that doesn't feel too great. We're not getting that many cards out of it, and it looks like we're up against a mirror match potentially. We see them Quick Ball Way of Fighting Energy, so would not be surprised to see another Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. So this is going to be a very interesting match, I think. Opponent's going to bench this. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate here that they're going first. We definitely want to go first in this matchup, get that first swing off, but we'll try our very best. So our opponent's going to attach to the bench here. Yeah, let's see if they have anything else. They've got about everything they want on the field so far. Assuming their hand's not dead, they've got 2 Sobbles and a Urshifu V. Not a whole lot else you can really ask for, I think. So this hand's a little bit rough. We can Quick Ball away Dark Energy. Start off with that. Let's see. Potentially go for Crobat. We can get rid of 1, 2, 3 cards. Crobat for 4. That actually doesn't seem that bad. I really hate putting Crobat in play, but I feel like we sort of have to, because we can't really let our opponents get ahead. So I think I'm just gonna opt to go for that Crobat here. Going to Towers of Waters here. Play the Escape Rope. That seems fine. See what they're probably just gonna promote a Sobble. I really don't see a reason why not, since we do have that Tower of Waters in play. If they promote the V, oh well, you know. So we're gonna play the Escape Rope here. They're taking their time deciding. And then we're gonna attach a Dark Energy to the active, and then use Crobat for 4, and hopefully get a little bit more setup from there. So our opponent opts to promote the V. That's fine. So I'm gonna attach the Dark Energy, go for the Crobat, draw 4 cards. There's a Quick Ball, a Raihan. This hand's not terrible, not the greatest either though. Quick Ball away probably the Inteleon, I think, makes the most sense. Go for a Rapid Strike Urshifu V, that seems fine. Or actually we could just go for a Moltres and then use Keep Calling. I think that makes the most sense. So I'm gonna go for a Moltres here. That way we can just get off to Keep Calling here and still have a Rapid Strike Urshifu V in place. So I'm gonna go for that Keep Calling here. We could boss up a Sobble, but that's not gonna make terribly big of a difference. And I'm gonna go for, I think just these feel, I think just going for this feels fine. Yeah, so we're gonna go for this here, and yeah, we have 3 Sobbles in play. So if our opponent manages to pull off the GMAX Rapid Flow on both of our Sobbles, we'll have 1 in play left. Maybe I should have grabbed another Urshifu V now that I'm looking at it, so we have another one set up. But I feel like our opponent's probably gonna go for that GMAX Rapid Flow, so I think this is fine as well. And hopefully we top deck something like a Level Ball. That would be really great. As for now, we're hoping our opponent takes at least 1 KO on like a Sobble, so we can utilize Raihan the following turn. Maybe go for a GMAX Rapid Flow ourselves. That seems pretty darn good to me. Our opponent's gonna go for the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Would not be surprised to see Rapid Strike Energy here. Yeah, so there's the Marnie from our opponent. I'm not terribly upset about it. I'm not too happy about it either. Our hand wasn't terrible, but hopefully we don't draw into a dead hand off of this Marnie, right? And there's the Level Ball. Okay, so we're not dead drawing here. It's pretty good. We also have the Energy Switch, so this hand's actually surprisingly good. This Escape Rope is fine. Probably just promote another Sobble. I really don't see another reason why we wouldn't, so that's what I'm gonna opt to do here. Promote the Sobble. And we can actually go for the Energy Switch off of this Sobble onto this Rapid Strike Urshifu V, if we choose to do so. Our opponent might just be going for a Gale-Thrust here. Yeah, I feel like that's what they're doing. Otherwise, they didn't really need to play the Escape Rope. There's a Quick Ball. They might also go for a Crobat, potentially, if they play one. I would imagine they probably do. They could also not. Some lists don't. Yeah, let's see what they've got going for them so far. No matter what, I feel like with this hand we have, we're in a pretty good spot. So there's the Crobat from our opponent, so they're probably digging for that GMAX Rapid. No, they actually already have it, so I'm not too sure why our opponent played that Escape Rope. Felt a little unnecessary to me. Maybe they're probably digging for another Urshifu V to get set up. Could see that potentially as well. And there's the Retreat. I'm expecting a GMAX Rapid Flow. Or they could actually just Gale-Thrust and then GMAX Rapid Flow our Sobbles the following turn and just try to KO a VMAX. That that would also make sense. What we're gonna do this turn is attempt to go for a GMAX Rapid Flow ourselves, get rid of these Drizzles off the bench. I'm pretty sure, yeah, okay, our opponent's probably gonna go for another Sobble here, or a Urshifu V. Both have merit. There's the Urshifu V here. They probably want another Sobble in play as well. I thought I saw them grab a level ball, but I guess that was the quick ball instead. Opponent's gonna go for the GMAX Rapid Flow here. See what they damage. They opt to get rid of both of our Sobbles. They're opting to not kill the one with the energy. Definitely an interesting play from our opponent. But yeah, this turn we're gonna try to set up that GMAX Rapid Flow with the Energy Switch play. So we're gonna promote the Sobble here. There's another level ball topic. That's not terrible, I guess. Actually, it's not great either. We prized a fourth Sobble, so that is a little unfortunate, to say the least. We're gonna grab. We actually also prized in Inteleon with shady dealing, so that's not great either. So we need to hit quite a few things here. So I'm gonna thin this out. Energy Search can thin out a Dark Energy, I guess. This seems fine. And play another level ball. I think this thins out another Drizzle. We probably won't utilize all of the Drizzles in the deck, so I feel perfectly fine just thinning out one here. Yeah, oh, that's a misplay. It's fine. I evolved, but I had the Dark Energy on it. I meant to retreat first with the Tower of Waters, but thankfully we have the energy on it, so I think we will be okay. We can actually just guarantee it with Raihan here as well. Actually, we can't. We're just missing a card. We're missing a way to search out the VMAX or the energy. So I think going for research here is I think we have to go for a research here. I'm gonna play the Energy Switch from the. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit of a misplay on our end. Yeah, I definitely should have retreated first, but this is fine too. Not the end of the world. So I'm gonna go for this here and go for the research. Seems fine, and hopefully we need a VMAX and a Rapid Strike. We whiffed everything. This is really bad. Okay, we can bench this, and I think we just have to pass. Yeah, this is super unfortunate here, and yeah, there's nothing we can really do about it. Yeah, I mean, our opponent's gonna get there, and yeah, this is definitely a little bit of an unlucky draw. I feel like it's not completely out of the ordinary if we did hit the GMAX Rapid Flow there. So yeah, definitely a little bit unlucky for us, but we're still in this. We can still win this. Just need to play our best, I guess. So unfortunately there we did whiff everything we needed here. We had 3 Evolution Incense in deck, 4 Rapid Strike energies, and we just completely dead drawed there. So I mean, I guess we can a little bit just blame it on luck here, because our opponent's gonna get pretty set up here. They're gonna go for the Evolution Instance, probably gonna get out the Inteleon. Yeah, this would have been such a good, easy 2 prize cards. Get these Drizzles out of the board, put our opponent in a rough spot, but unfortunately, our draws just weren't that great. So let's see what our opponent opts to do here. We're definitely in a little bit of a tough spot. We didn't even pull off a Giltar, so that's definitely a little bit sucky here. Our opponent's gonna go for the Inteleon, probably going to see. I don't even know what they're gonna grab here. Probably a way to find an energy card. They can't Raihan this turn, so probably not gonna see that. There's the boss actually, and an Evolution Incense. So see what they grab. They're probably going to go for yep, the quick shooting Inteleon. So let's see where they put the 2. They'll probably try to set up a Crobat and our Moltres V. Probably going to try to KO both of those. Gonna put the 2 on the Crobat this turn. They also grabbed the boss. Oh, so our opponent's gonna try to hit our boss here. I think hit our Crobat. I think they grabbed the boss. See what they. Oh, they actually ought to bring this up one, and I guess they're gonna try to set up the game with the GMAX Rapid Flow the following turn. So that definitely makes sense from our opponent here. Burn the level ball here. Gonna grab out a Drizzle, and I just feel like we just have to go for the Marnie here. I mean, we can use Dire Flame Wings. Our opponent is very close to winning this game, and I feel like if they made this play, they probably have a way to get out a Rapid Strike energy the following turn. They don't have any other way to search out draw support with both of these. They don't have a Sobble in play, so they can't Drizzile something. So I'm gonna go with the Marnie here. I feel like that's the better play because I don't really want to get rid of this boss's orders or Medicham quite yet. So I'm gonna go for this Marnie here. Hopefully find some way to get a VMAX. Okay, so we definitely hit what we needed to this turn. It's a little bit late, I must say, though. So we're going to go for the VMAX here, I think is always correct. Going to VMAX here. Going to attach that Rapid Strike Energy. And just feel like we kind of just have to... I'm probably just going to hit the VMAX here and the VMAX here. Feel like that's fine. How many energy switches are we down? We are only down 1, but we don't have a Sobble in play. So this is definitely a little bit spooky. We could just go for the Gale Thrust, but we are down our escape rope. So I feel like just going for Gmax Rapid Flow on both of these VMAXs is what we sort of kind of have to do now. So definitely an unfortunate game for us so far, but we're trying our very best, to say the least. So see what our opponents got. Hopefully, maybe we brick them with the Marnie. We have a Marnie in our hand though, so I don't know if it's gonna make too big a difference. Our opponent's gonna put 2 on the Crobat V. See what else they've got going. Taking their time. The Gmax Rapid Flow this turn, we do just lose the game since they have quick shooting set up for the following turn, so we would sort of be in that checkmate scenario unless we found a way to boss up this Inteleon, KO it, which I don't think we have the resources to do so. And our opponent's actually gonna hit us with the Gale Thrust. Alright, so we're still in this one. There's the big Inteleon. Can use Dire Flame Wings. Now, this comes down to, do we want to potentially Marnie our opponent here? I don't know if we have a way to KO. Yeah, I don't think we can KO this turn. Because, yeah, this misplays, I think, is coming back to bite me now. Because, yeah, if we had an additional energy on this Moltres, we could potentially pull off an attack with it this turn, but since I had to energy switch off of this one in the early game, I don't think we'll be able to. So not too sure what we want to do this turn. Attach the active, maybe. Just yeah, this is definitely a rough spot to be in. So let's see, attach to the bench one, maybe try to go for a Gale Thrust. None of these options seem terribly great, so I guess I just attach here, retreat, and go maybe just hit this. I feel like I have to Marnie. This is not a great spot to be in. We can quick shooting here, go for 140, use strafe, I guess. That doesn't seem terrible. So I think we always let's not retreat yet. So we hit this for 30, and then we hit it for 70, and the next turn hit it for 190. That's not enough either. We can KO it with Gale Thrust though, so I feel like that's what we're gonna do. Going to quick shooting the active and just go for strafe here. Our opponent probably has a way to get out a Drizzile in their hand, but I feel like this is just the best play to make. So I'm gonna hit them with strafe here. It's not gonna switch, and hopefully our opponent doesn't have an out. So see what they've got. Yeah, so next turn, we can hopefully go for a Gale Thrust KO this. Hopefully our opponent has nothing in there. Nope, there's the Drizzile, unfortunately. And I'm probably going to go for a research, try to hit that Rapid Strike Energy if I had to guess. Yeah, this was just a rather unfortunate game for us. And if they hit it here, we do just lose the game, unfortunately. There's the research here. It is probably within reason for them to hit it. They do have 3 left. Our opponent's going to thin out probably a Sobble with the Level Ball. Yeah, there's just not a whole lot we could have done this game. We did sort of brick, and yeah, and our opponent was able to KO both of our Sobbles that one turn. Definitely set us back quite a bit, and yeah, that's probably going to do it. If we did Marnie them, they probably still would have had a way to get out that Rapid Strike Energy here. Our opponent is sort of taking their time. Maybe they did whiff. Our opponent's going to set up the Crobat V here. Let's see if they actually hit it here or not. If they did, they are taking quite a bit of time, I must say. So I'm expecting our opponent to have it here, and yeah, that'll probably be game. So our opponent's still taking their time. Oh wow, our opponent whiffed the attack. Alright, that's huge. Our opponent giving us a sad face. Yeah, so we're actually still in this one. Alright, so let's go for that Marnie. Try to hit an energy here, see if we can get it. We do get the Rapid Strike Energy. That is good enough. So let's see what we can make. Let's see what we can make happen here. So we're gonna have to KO the active here. Our opponent could still potentially use Raihan, but they are down that one Raihan. Let's play the Evolution Incense here just to give us a little bit more time to think. We can grab out this Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. We can never go for Gmax Rapid Flow here, unfortunately, because that won't KO this Urshifu VMAX, I think. So, gonna go for a quick shooting here. Put 2 on the active. Let's see, what's the play? How many? We do have quite a bit of energies left, so I feel like attaching the bench, moving into the benched one seems okay with me. So we can go ahead and evolve the active here. That seems okay. Attach to the benched one. That seems fine as well. We can go ahead, retreat into this one here. Is there any reason for me to not attach it? I think we can hold off on doing the Telescopic Sight business. Or we can attach it to the bench here. I'm going to attach it to the bench and just go for Gale Thrust. Yeah, hit our opponent, take a KO on this Urshifu V, and if they have a Raihan, they can still win this game, but maybe they only play 1 Raihan here. Yeah, so hopefully, hopefully we can still take a dub in this one. I don't know if we can KO this next turn though, and if they have a Rapid Strike energy, they just might take it here. So a little bit conflicted. So I mean, we don't have a boss's orders in hand, unfortunately, nor do we have a way to. Our opponent gives us the sad face and the well played. Do they have game in hand? Not too sure. Or are they scooping it to us? Maybe their hand's still dead? That would be really, really strange. So our opponent's going to attach the energy here. Do they have the Raihan? Let's see the Raihan. If they have the Raihan, they do just win the game. And yeah, that would do it. Our opponent's still taking their time. Yeah, so next turn, our 1 out would just be the Passimian in energy, I would say. Because that would be enough to take a KO on the Crobat V and this Drizzile on the bench, assuming they do not evolve it. Opponent's going to put 2 on the active, going to retreat in this Rapid Strike Urshifu V. I don't agree with this play at all, unless they have the Raihan to work with here, because we can just KO this with the Galarian Moltres V. So I'm not quite sure what our opponent's game plan here is. Yeah, this would be quite the game. We whiffed, and then our opponent whiffed, so let's see what they've got. They used their quick shooting already, so there's the Marnie from our opponents. Alright, that's huge. They don't have the Raihan, so I think we've got this one just about locked up with the Galarian Moltres V with that Aura Burn. We already have the Dark Energy in the discard pile, so we can just put 2 on the active and use 190, 140 plus 190 is exact. No, our opponent's actually going to switch and pass, but this is still game. I mean, they definitely should have retreated into this Inteleon, but we still would have had it. But yeah, our opponent definitely made a few mistakes there, in my opinion. So I'm going to test the Dark Energy, give our opponent the well play. They fought well and hard, but they didn't even find an evolution for the Drizzile, and that's going to do it for game 1. Alright, we took a dub. We were behind, but we had a game plan, and we executed it. And yeah, we're going to take a dub against the mirror mats, kind of. And yeah, that's going to do it for game 1, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, so getting into game 2 against Jay Reed. Couple of digits, 215. Good luck to him or her. And they are calling the coin flip. Hopefully we win the coin flip, go first. We do lose the coin flip again, unfortunately. So our opponent's definitely probably going to go first here, I would imagine. Let's see what they opt to do. They're taking their time making their decision. This is taking a little bit longer than I would like, but yeah, so hopefully we get set up here. They've got the Marnie gameplay, so yeah, let's see what we've got. This turning hand's looking pretty good. I would love to be going first with this hand, so we would get that turn 2. Yeah, if we went first, we probably would be in the driver's seat in this game, if I'm gonna be honest. So can start this Rapid Strike Urshifu V, probably start the Sobble as well. Yeah, and go from there. So the reason I'm not starting the Sobble in the active is because I don't want it to get KO'd, and since we are going second, our opponent can probably hit our active their second turn, I would imagine. So just gonna start these 2 here. Don't really see a reason to start anything else. Our opponent can't really disrupt our hand turn 1 anymore. Reset stamp's no longer in standard, so yeah, let's see what we're up against here. Hopefully a good matchup, and we are up against Leafeon. This matchup's definitely an interesting one, and our opponent just goes for Greening Cells. So I mean, it's probably fine. They have everything they could probably want on field already. So let's see what we draw. There's a Rapid Strike energy. That is not a bad draw at all. So we can probably bench this Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Probably I can hold off on benching Passimian. Don't really need that quite yet. I feel like I can just attach the active and go for a strafe and then move into this Rapid Strike Urshifu V. I feel like that seems optimal since we want this on the field no matter what, and attaching it to the bench doesn't really make a difference from attaching it to the active. So I'm just going to hit our opponent with that Strafe here, go into this Rapid Strike Urshifu V on the bench. In the following turn, we have the VMAX in hand, we have the Drizzile in hand, we can go for a research and hopefully get more set up from there. Our opponent has Leafeon VMAX, so they have the Galarian and Boss's Orders. That's what we would probably be most afraid of. Our opponent's going to go for the Drizzile here, so if they have double Drizzile, they can go for Boss and Galarian, and we wouldn't be able to do anything about it. So hopefully our opponent doesn't have that, but if they do, wouldn't be terribly unexpected. There's the Galarian. Do they have another Drizzile? And if they do, okay, there's the Marnie from our opponent. We'll take it. We're not terribly upset about that. Better than a Boss's Orders, I would say. So we'll take that any day of the week. And this hand's looking pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Next turn, we can go for a GMAX Rapid Flow if we want to, or we could just hit the active. Let's see what our opponent sets up here. There's a Crushing Hammer, hits Tails, very fortunate for us. There's another Crushing Hammer, hits Tails again. Alright, so our opponent's getting punished for putting Crushing Hammer, so they essentially have 2 useless cards in their deck. They essentially, had 2 useless cards in their deck, and our opponent's actually just going to go for the Grass Knot here. So I'm actually kind of leaning to just hitting the active maybe. Yeah, let's see what we draw. Maybe that's going to dictate what we do a little bit more. So if we want to go for the Rapid Flow, we can just promote this Urshifu V. I feel like I kind of want to just knock out the Drizzles here, get those off the field, or maybe hit the active and hit a bench Drizzle. That also seems really fine with me. Yeah, just getting value out of GMAX Rapid Flow this turn seems pretty good. So I'm going to promote the active here. There's a Towers of Water. That's a pretty nice top deck. Let's play the Level Ball first. Gonna go for, let's see what's in deck here. Gonna go for a Drizzle for sure. Yeah, let's see. So we can go for an Energy Search with this. Just get out Dark Energy probably. Save the Fighting Energy for later. And yeah, I think that's probably just what we're gonna do. It's probably just gonna be what we do here. Yeah, getting a Dark Energy seems good since once we use GMAX Rapid Flow, we can put it in the discard pile. Go from there. Didn't mean to click that, so we can go for this Shady Dealings Inteleon here. Go for the Evolution Incense. Gonna grab out that Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX and evolve the active here. Bench this Sobble, no reason not to. Go for this Drizzile here. And yeah, just go for that Energy Search, and this is why Energy Search is pretty good in this deck. Guarantee that energy. Something I could do is actually get rid of this Dark Energy, just research it away, but I feel like just guaranteeing it here seems pretty good with me. So I'm gonna attach this, gonna bump the Galarian because there's not a reason for me not to. Just go for that research here, and this follow-up's not that good. I would have loved to see a Quick Ball to get out another Urshifu V so we could potentially attack with that next turn. But I feel like we're just sort of sitting ducks here and just gonna have to go for that Sobble, I guess. Bench the Sobble, not a whole lot of reason to do anything else, I think. And just go for that GMAX Rapid Flow. KO this Drizzle seems pretty fine with me, so just gonna go for that GMAX Rapid Flow here maybe. Just, yeah, KO this and this. Feels fine with me, and yeah, just go from there. And yeah, hoping for the best. Can take a prize card. There's a Rapid Strike Energy. That's a good prize card to see. The rest of this hand not looking so good. I feel like yeah, I would have loved to see some more cards there. And our opponent can actually go for Max Leaf here, which can be a little bit spooky, because that would put them out of potential one-hit KO range this turn. So maybe it was a little bit of a mistake on my end to go for GMAX Rapid Flow instead of Gale Thrust. Gale Thrust could have potentially been the better play there, but there's the Marnie from our opponent, so we're gonna get Marnie here. Hopefully we don't dead draw again off of this. We have quite a few outs in deck. The Quick Ball, we have a lot of outs, so this Marnie shouldn't be too bad. And yeah, it wasn't too bad. So I have this Inteleon, so we can hopefully get some trainers that we need out of the deck. We can probably go for a Level Ball and probably a Draw Supporter, I would imagine. There's the Galarian from our opponent, so they're going to be able to bump our Towers of Waters, which is really annoying, but we do have another Towers of Waters index, and our opponent's just going to go for the Max Leaf here. And yeah, so let's see what we can make out of this hand. There's the Moltres, that's really good, so we're going to bench this. I'm going to go for that Dire Flame Wings, and the phone's ringing, so I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, and we're back. So we can go for this Inteleon here. Evolve. Let's see what we want to grab off of this. I feel like let's see what we have in deck. We do have an Energy Switch. We can also go for something like a Draw Supporter. I feel like that's pretty good. Maybe a Marnie. Doesn't seem bad at all, but I really want to hit that Rapid Strike energy this turn, and going for Research would maximize our chances on that. Getting rid of Boss and Raihan also seems really bad, so I feel like we always go for it though. So I'm gonna go for Energy Switch in this Marnie, and hopefully we don't get too punished for display. So we're gonna go Energy Switch to the active. Let's go for the Marnie here. Let's see if we can hit that Rapid Strike energy that we really want. We do. Alright, so unfortunate. Okay, no, this hand's still really good. Okay, so we can attach to the active, Rapid Strike energy, go for Evolution Incense, grab out a Drizzile, and with this Drizzile, we can grab out a Quick Ball and grab out another Rapid Strike Urshifu V. That's what we're going to do here. So, not terrible so far. So we're gonna grab this Quick Ball, probably get rid of the Medicham V, I would imagine. None of these cards I like getting rid of, if I'm gonna be quite honest, but I think getting rid of the Medicham V is probably the best play to make here. We could grab out a Crobat, but don't really have the bench space for it, unfortunately. Maybe if we didn't bench this Sobble, we could have gone for it. I guess I'll go for this Rapid Strike Urshifu V here. We are gonna be able to use GMAX Rapid Flow again, and this turn we could actually go for KO on the Drizzles. That doesn't seem terrible, but then our opponent is going to be able to use, yeah, I don't think we can do that, unfortunately. So I'm just going to go for this, and this seems fine. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do here. Go for that GMAX Rapid Flow again, and hopefully we get something good off the prize cards in this top deck, because currently our hand is sort of dead. There's the Level Ball. Alright, that will do. So we're looking alright so far, I guess. So let's see what our opponent's got. They do have this Inteleon set up, but there's the Snowleaf bad, so our opponent has free retreat. And there's the Crobat V from our opponent. So there's another Leafeon V, and they do get the attachment on it. So our opponent's getting closer and closer to winning this game, unfortunately. And I think we can actually win the game next turn if we draw well enough, because we can just go for a potential Raihan onto this Urshifu V, go for a VMAX, go for Telescopic Sight, bench this Passimian, and KO this Crobat V and this Leafeon V. So we have a win condition on board next turn. Actually, if we just GMAX Rapid Flow, KO this Sobble and this Leafeon VMAX, we do win the game. So hopefully we draw into something like an Evolution Incense, so we can search up maybe something like the big Inteleon and get the pieces we need. And if we do draw that, we do just win this game. So we have a win condition on board. That is important to note. If we don't get it, oh well. We definitely did draw pretty well this game, I will say, but I would definitely appreciate more. Yeah, that's why I left the Raihan in deck, because it's just our opponent's gonna go for a boss here. Or they're probably gonna boss up this Moltres V, I guess. But keep in mind, we do have that Raihan in deck. No, they're just gonna hit us here. They opted to not boss, but they have boss in hand. We know that now. So question is, I think we always promote this Rapid Strike Urshifu V. That way we don't have to find a switch effect the following turn. I think that's correct. It's gonna promote this here. Please, let's see a good top deck. Let's see it. There's a Research. I don't think that's gonna quite cut it here, unfortunately. We can Level Ball, go for a Drizzile. Actually, maybe we do have game in hand. No, I think we're just missing a few pieces, unfortunately. So we can play the Level Ball here. Go for a Drizzile. We have Raihan, but Raihan doesn't grab us everything we need, unfortunately. Yeah, we can go for Quick Ball and go for Crobat with Raihan. I do think that sounds like the optimal. Okay, so we're gonna grab the Drizzile here. Let's sequence this as we need to. So maybe I did misplay here, because I could have used Burn the Escape Rope as well. That would have been an additional card to get out of the hand. So maybe that was a misplay on my part as well. So we can go for this Drizzile here. Now the question is, do I want to leave the Evolution Incense in deck for potentially another Inteleon? Or so we can go for this, and this can grab us a Raihan and Quick Ball. Raihan can grab that and that, but then we'd have no outs to Evolution Incense. And let's think about this here. We could grab Raihan off of this. Raihan, grab the Dark Energy, and then go for a Crobat from there. Maybe that's the better play. Save the Evolution Incense as a potential draw, or we could just go for this. Man, this is a little bit difficult. Could just grab the let's think. Grab the Inteleon. And we don't have an Energy Switch in deck, so let's think. I think I'm just gonna go for the Evolution Incense here. So let's grab the Evolution Incense. Hopefully we can win this game here. So we're gonna go for the Evolution Incense. Grab out this Drizzile from the deck. Go for the Shady Dealings with this Drizzile. All right, and we're gonna grab a Raihan and the Quick Ball. I think that's what we have to do here. And unfortunately, we don't have another Evolution Incense, so we just have to hard draw into this Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Yeah, it's an equal chance to draw into one of these two. So just gonna go for a Raihan and a Quick Ball. I think this is fine. And something we can actually do is Crobat first. I'm gonna go use Dire Flame Wings here, so we can just Crobat first and hopefully hit one of the few pieces. That way, oh shoot, that's a I just misplayed. Oh no, I did not mean. Dire Flame Wings means we can't use Raihan, so now we might just lose the game here. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a careless. I thought we had more energies in the discard pile, but it looks like we don't. So it looks like we're gonna be forced to Crobat first here. And yeah, we just, oh my gosh, I just threw the game. Yeah, Dire Flame Wings was not the play to make. So, oh my gosh, that's such a careless mistake on my part. So unfortunately here, we're going to take the L due to my careless mistake. We could have won the game this turn by using G-Max Rapid Flow, KOing this and this, but I definitely made an oopsies there. Used Dire Flame Wings when I shouldn't have, and yeah, that's going to cost us the game here. So I'm just going to scoop it up to our opponents. Yeah, so learn from my mistakes. Definitely pay attention to how many energy you have in the discard pile. Yeah, that's going to do it for the games today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, remember to have a good day, stay safe, and peace out.